everyone, I am Jaime. I'm an online client of Steph's, and since starting with Steph, I've lost about 24 kilos. So we've been working together almost over a year and a half now. So we've grown a really good friendship and a really good working relationship, and it's been amazing working with a coach like Steph. When I first started, I was so physically uncomfortable with my body. I mentally as well just wasn't there. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have the confidence to really even go out and try new things. It's almost like I'd sort of just become like a shell of who I used to be. So I was not in a good headspace when I first started. And I think for me anyway, that's been the biggest change is like my headspace around my self-belief and just my confidence has grown so much. So I used to, I guess, like quite a few years ago, I used to be quite heavily involved in CrossFit and I loved swimming. I used to do competitive swimming when I was younger and I probably hadn't stepped foot in a pool for about 10 years. And about a year into the program, I think my confidence had just grown so much and I sort of started to realize that I was holding myself back from doing all these things that like I absolutely love. And made the step to go back to the pool, which has just been incredible. Like I think for my headspace, it's just been amazing. Back to CrossFit and found that kind of passion, I guess, for weightlifting again, which has been really cool. It's almost like, what hadn't I tried before working with Steph? I had done Jenny Craig, which now like boggles my mind that I even went there. Wasn't successful at all. Very quick fix. I had tried, like the 30-day challenges online, like Ashley Vines. And just Weight Watchers I tried a couple of times and like I'd had small successes and small wins, but it would always just come back to like feeling like crap basically after a month or two off these programs. So this has been, I think, the only thing that I've found that's actually, I think, given me the knowledge to like continue through life and not just like a quick fix. For me anyway, I think the accountability side of it was probably the biggest thing that I needed. I knew a little bit about nutrition, but obviously I've learned a huge amount more from Steph. But just having that weekly check-in and someone to also call me out on my bullshit because I'm pretty good at like telling myself little stories and sort of creating my story rather than actually putting the work in. So it was really good working with someone who could see that and saw through it and push me basically to believe in myself. So with the nutritional side of things, I think it took me a while to get, I guess, used to it, and it did, take me a couple of weeks to get into the prep thing and kind of knowing what to do. But it's really simple, and I think the way it's structured, you know exactly what you need to do for the day. You're set up for the whole week. It's kind of fail proof, and you do learn about what you're actually putting into things, like making your own sauces, and I guess just having like a really stripped back version of things that are delicious, like butter chicken was one of my favorites, and just knowing that you can make that from scratch with really healthy ingredients is pretty epic. And we still use these meals today, like we still chuck in the odd meal, and just having the simplicity of it, I guess, and knowing exactly what you needed to do was really cool. With the mindset side of things, it took me a wee while to sort of start believing in myself. And I think the fact that I had that weekly check-in with Steph really helped. She encouraged me to go and learn things and sort of push myself beyond comfort zones. And, I started listening to a lot of podcasts and learning a lot more as well, not just about, weight loss and that side of it, but just growing as a person. So, I can say like it's affected me not only like physically, but obviously like I think I've achieved a lot at work as well with it. And just being that person that can walk into a room and actually feel confident to have a conversation with everyone in the room and not being worried about what I look like. It's kind of taken away, I guess, my self-doubt, which is pretty amazing. Like at work, I think as well, it's really helped me to achieve a lot of goals I've set at work. I think the self-belief kind of, came across in that way as well, which was really cool. Yeah, and I think it's like something I'm really excited to, like, I still do something kind of new every day, and I'm still listening to different people out there and, reading a lot. And I think like just learning, which is something that I kind of thought was so amazing. And yeah, for years I hadn't learnt anything. So now I'm like, I'm loving the fact that I just learn stuff all the time. Physically, like I feel so much better in my clothes. And I can actually go in. One of the biggest things for me, I said to Steph the other day, was just being able to go into like any shop now. I don't have to go to the plus size shops, and just being able to, yeah, basically go into a store and know that I'm going to fit something. And that, yeah, that's a huge confidence boost. And I feel like as well, I kind of, yeah, have a better energy around me as well. And a lot of people have commented on that, the fact that I'm quite a positive person. And, when I walk in a room, that's how I show up. So that for me is massive because, yeah, that's quite important to me. Um, and other than that, like I've just noticed that I can, lift more weight, and just the fact that I like doing burpees now is super weird. Like before I hated them. And I would struggle to do like a burpee a minute. And now I'm just like smashing them out. And it feels pretty amazing to know, that's where I started and now I'm here. And I just know that I'm getting fitter every time I walk into the gym. So it's very exciting. Yeah, I feel like now if I tackle workouts with a different kind of mindset, like it's almost like, how can I push myself harder this time, or how can I grow this time? So yeah, it's changed around that as well. Like I actually really enjoy it now.
That's
It's like it's not a punishment. It shouldn't be a punishment. It's actually pretty incredible what your body can do if you push it. For me anyway, I would say that I could go back easily like 7, 8 years of kind of doing, I guess, quick fix diets, or, I'd try something new every month or 2 months, or I'd go, something would go really well for 3 months and then I'd completely, I guess, go backwards and put more weight on. And it's just that frustration of, constantly trying something that's meant to be quick, and I think it actually is so damaging to your mindset as well, because you kind of have these wins and then go back to feeling like a failure, and your belief kind of dwindles from there. So I think for me anyway, like I can look back quite confidently in the last year and a half and know, although it hasn't happened really quickly, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, like I guess that you see a lot of stuff happening so fast these days out there. But I know that it's not going to be something that, like, I'm not going to put the weight back on, and I'm not going to lose the, I guess, mentality that I've got now. Like, no one can sort of take that away from me. So, although it's taken longer than, some of these programs promise, online quick fixes, I do believe that this has been the best thing because, yeah, it's changed my life really. Like, it's not something I'm going to look back on and regret at all. I think, yeah, if I could, I guess, tell myself back then, the biggest thing would be find, if you're using the excuse of money, find the money somewhere, make it work. Because for me, it's been the biggest value that I've never spent money better in my life. I don't think. I honestly could say it saved me. And although at the time, I kept putting things off, being like, oh, it's a lot of money. But then when you actually sit down and think about it, the stuff that, the learning that you gain from it, and I guess just the quality of the coaching as well is amazing. And it's something where I think a lot of people will sit back and go, well, I'm not capable, or I don't believe that I can do it. But having Steph behind you like that, there's no way that you can't. Like, you can't fail. She won't let you. She absolutely won't let you. And just knowing that she's there with you like 100% of the way is amazing. Yeah, it's been really incredible. I'm already tearing up, Jesus. But yeah, I think thank you so much for, I guess, pushing me outside of my comfort zone, believing in me constantly, and just really having my back. Yeah, and even at the times where we weren't working together and we're having we break, like, you were always there. So it's been an incredible journey, and obviously, like, moving into this next phase of my life, yeah, I honestly couldn't have done it without you, and I feel so much better knowing that I'm going into that like a healthy, happy human. So thank you so much. If you're like sitting on the fence, or if you're not sure if it's the right thing, just have a call. Like, just take that first call with Steph, and I think from that moment you'll realize how powerful having a coach behind you actually is. Um, and yeah, just prioritize yourself and believe in yourself, because you can do it. I still follow the rule, like around the nutrition side of it, I still follow that. Um, yeah, it's something that I think will go for like forever, basically. And I think because of it, like the family's a lot healthier. And I've noticed like I'm just there for, like, I've got stepkids and I'm just there with them more, which is cool. Like I feel more present, and like I'm not sort of hiding myself anymore, which is really cool. But yeah, it's something that I think the whole family will do for the rest of our lives, because yeah, the change has been massive. It was probably only like 3 or 4 weeks into it that I think people started to comment on not necessarily the physical change, but the mental change. And, just saying that I was, really bright and that I just seemed, like myself, which was amazing. Um, and yeah, like colleagues have definitely noticed. One of my colleagues, like I talk about Steph quite a lot, and try and sort of, put the name out there. But yeah, one of my colleagues said to me the other day, I think Steph saved your life, which was really, really interesting. So even though we haven't maybe talked about it a lot, yeah, she's noticed the change, which has been massive. And my whole family have sort of almost adopted the habits as well, which has been really cool. Like my brother's on board with it, and he's doing really well. So it's really nice to have that kind of like rub off effect onto other people as well. She is so knowledgeable and so caring and positive, and just yeah, incredible to work with. I think the coaching side of it is what helped me the most. She's just such a, I don't even know how to describe her. Like she's such a positive person that you can't help but also feel really positive when you leave a call with her. And she's someone that definitely comes along the journey with you. Like she's always there for you. And yeah, if you've got any questions, 100% we'll just answer them straight away. Like there's no, I guess, you always know where you stand as well, and you always know what you need to be doing. There's no kind of parts of the program where I felt confused or anything. Everything was so clear. And I wouldn't say it was easy, it was hard work, but yeah, she made it into something that was so enjoyable, and yeah, just an amazing person. Yeah, is so passionate about what she does. She obviously does a huge amount of study because there's something new every week, and yeah, she's always sort of like imparting her wisdom onto you, which is great. And yeah, 100%. You just feel the love from her. Like you can tell she's genuine, and she really does care about you, and I guess yeah, wants to see you grow as a person, which is incredible. Being able to call someone out on their bullshit when they're maybe not being 100% honest with, say, Steve or themselves. She's very, very good at doing it in a way where it comes from a place of care, and it does motivate you. And I guess you want to do better as well, because you don't want to let her down, because she will, she's there, I guess, every week sort of backing you, but also like really pushing you.